Welcome to the Blerdsnerds podcast.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Blerdsnerds podcast. I'm Shannon.
I'm James.
I'm Jaja.
And we're back bringing you all our thoughts on everything happening in nerd culture. What's up, guys?
What is going on?
Another week. I don't know what I was about to say. Another week of nerdy things. What have you guys been up to? What have you guys been doing?
It's been pretty good. I've been watching a lot of anime.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Okay.
Or a lot of shows in general. Trying to finish a lot of shows. So it's been a good week because I'm like ending shows, and that's usually when it's the best. Like I finished Invincible.
You finished Invincible. Discussion
Finished
topic.
Invincible.
Yay. Okay.
Up to date in X-Men 97.
Okay.
That
Which I'm
sure
so sorry we
we're all
can't
up
talk
to
about
date
it.
on. Shannon.
Next week I'll be up to date on it. I swear. How many episodes are out right now? 5?
It's
5.
You didn't see anything on social media about this week's episode of X-Men?
Nope. I avoid spoilers.
Okay. You gotta stay away because it's absolutely mind-blowing. But we could talk about it a little bit later.
Okay.
But Invincible, I'm finishing Jujutsu Kaisen. I got probably like 4 episodes left. I'm like right there. Stuff is going absolutely freaking crazy. All the fights are absolutely insane. Like the way they do it is like, yeah, I could tell what people are getting all ramped up about.
Mm-hmm.
I watched it.
Watch what?
Windbreakers.
Oh, that's what the name of the show is called. I was trying to remember what the name of the show is called because I was gonna watch it instead of watching Tokyo Revengers, but I couldn't remember what it was called.
I watched the first 2 episodes are out.
Mm-hmm.
The second one just came out like a day or 2 ago. So I watched the first 2, and what I say it's like it's like it's gonna be compared to Tokyo Revengers throughout, but like to say that it's already better, I'm gonna chill on that, but it definitely has me like there. And it's interesting because the 2 main characters are like completely like 180s from each other. Like they're not, there's no like, yeah. The only thing they have in common is they want to be the top dude. So I'm interested in this, and it looks very entertaining. I love the first 2 episodes. But Tokyo Revengers holds a special spot in my heart right now, so I'm gonna like defend it a little bit, but this one can give it a run, definitely, without a doubt. And then I played a little bit of Power World. I played some Elder Scrolls Online. Those are the 2 games I've been playing. And
didn't watch any Frieren? You didn't watch Frieren?
No, no. It was either Frieren or finishing Jujutsu Kaisen. Which one do you want me to do first?
Either.
You've been wanting to talk about Jujutsu for a minute, so
yeah,
I was like,
know. But now that I finished Frieren and you already started watching it, I feel like you could have done either, and I would have been fine.
Okay.
Maybe
so
next week.
Hopefully, I'll be done both of those by next week.
Okay. Do you want to talk about your thoughts? Actually, let's get through nerdy things first. James, what have you been up to?
Slightly nerdy week. So you remember those dollars that we bought at MegaCon? I finally got like a case for them.
Oh my god.
First I was gonna get like a frame, but instead
them.
I opted for if you're watching on YouTube, this it's like a glass casing.
Oh, so, send me the link for that, please.
Yeah, I got you. So it's a front and back thing. So at first I was thinking, yeah, I'll get a frame, but then you wouldn't have been able to see the back. So I'm glad I got this. I actually got most of it. So it came in a pack of 3. So I already have 2 of them. 2 of them in their frames. The other one I'm actually using as a bookmark right now in my but once I'm done reading that, then I'll put it in the frame. But yeah, I got frames for those, so definitely glad about that. It wasn't expensive either, so I'll send you the link, Shannon.
Oh man, if I get that, I don't even have, since you can't hang those up, right? Because it's like you can't take the stand off the bottom, can you? I don't even have a place to put that because I have so many. I bought like 10 of them, so I think I have to hang them up. Okay.
So.
But still, send me the link to that though, because mine have just been sitting in the plastic since we got back.
No, I just been doing money spreads with mine, so now I finally can display them. So.
You know what else has been sitting in a box? The Keyblade I bought. I have not hung it up yet.
Oh man, we did so much work convincing you to get that thing.
I know, and it's like I am gonna hang it up. It's just I have not actually I have to go to Home Depot and get the right things to hang it. I just haven't done it yet.
Gotcha.
Like, not only buying it, like she almost didn't get it. Like when you mailed it to your house, so just sitting outside for a couple days.
I know. I just have to find the right stuff to hang it up with, and I've just been too lazy doing that. So I have to get on that at some point. I will.
Nice.
You haven't taken the key away and fake pretended that she was Sora?
No.
In your room?
No.
Fantasy fighting?
Knowing me, I would knock something over.
Chilling.
Break a mirror or something.
So I watched X-Men 97. Heat. I had to check and see if it was a season finale. That's how good this episode was. I was like, please tell me there's more. So yeah, it's only halfway through. I actually got my Storm shirt on today though. So
nice.
I should have put the Storm shoes on too, but you wouldn't have been able to see those. I could have put my feet up, but whatever. I watched Windbreaker. Very good. I only seen the first episode though, so I need to watch the second one.
Let me write this down before I forget what the name of it is again.
Yeah, no, it's really good. The fight scenes, the choreography in the fights looks really good. It's not like just straight beat them up or just fist flurries. Like they're actually fighting. At least in the first episode. I don't know what the rest of the season entails. Maybe it might fall off, maybe a pickup, but hey, I'm interested so far. So that one's on Crunchyroll, so that's dope. I watched this show. It's called Go Go Loser Ranger. So it's like anime Power Rangers kind of thing. That one's on Hulu.
It sounds like a parody. Is it a parody?
It kind of is.
Okay.
At least from what I gathered from the first episode. It has an alternative name too called Ranger Reject. So I guess I don't know if the manga has a different name than the anime, but it goes by those two names. But the people that read it, they say they call it Ranger Reject almost exclusively. So but it's really good though. It's
what's the other name? Go Go what Rangers?
Go Go Loser Ranger. So that's what it is on Hulu.
Got it. Right,
so it's like the whole, you know how like Power Rangers is like it's like almost its own genre in Japan. So it's an anime depiction of that, but it's a little different. So the Rangers are actually like a corrupt thing, and then they're like faking the funk, and then there's one of the monsters that they've been fighting. They're like, all right, I'm gonna stand up to these guys. So that's pretty much the premise. So it seems like it's building up to an interesting story. So I'll definitely keep following that. And I watched Kaiju number 8 that finally dropped. I've been reading the manga, so hype for that. And it's coming out dubbed, like the sub and dub are dropping the same time. So episode 1 is out subbed and dubbed at the same time. So definitely gonna watch that one.
Nice.
Played some Final Fantasy. I finally beat that the snake boss. So I'm in chapter 3 now. Yeah.
Oh my god, so slow. James,
yeah. I've been having mad stuff to do. So
I know. James, I need you to sit down one day and just devote 5 hours to Final Fantasy.
Once I can lock in, then I'm good.
5 hours straight. That's a lot of time.
I've done longer than that. When it first came out, I was on a roll. I was like, oh, it's raining? Perfect. 8 hours, Final Fantasy. So easy.
next day I have nothing to do. I'm locking in. It's definitely a more difficult game. This one is. So you gotta really be on your P's and Q's with the combat. So I'm gonna have to get into sweat mode. I haven't been feeling like sweating. I've been trying to have like cozy gaming experience, but once I'm ready to sweat it out, Final Fantasy time.
Yeah, there are certain things about it that I don't like. Like in the first game, it was so easy. Like the first game, I used to buy a lot of ethers because like instead of using like potions and mega potions, because like if you could refill your magic, then cure like works better than potions or mega potions, which barely do anything. Right. But like in this game, you cannot buy ethers anywhere. You can only transmute them, and it's very hard to do. And I just
started transmuting stuff.
Yeah.
I was like, oh snap! No wonder I had so limited resources. I haven't been transmuting, so I had so much stuff that I had to make. But
yeah,
I'm getting it. I'm getting it.
Yeah, but like you can't buy ethers from like stores, from like item stores or like vending machines like you could in the first one. So I'm like, this is not fair. But so yeah, I've been very sparing with my magic. But that's one part that's harder besides the combat. Yes.
Yeah. Less resources, because I was getting worked. I was like, man, I can barely heal because I was running out of MP so quickly, and I definitely didn't have the items to heal. So I was like, man, this is tough. So now that I'm transmuting stuff, I'm like, okay, I should be able to get through a little bit easier.
Another reason to just like explore the worlds a little bit, because you pick up all the stuff that you need to transmute.
Right. And my last thing, I went to Plus Ultra. They had an event, so they had a grand opening of. They have a physical location now it's a studio, so it's called Plus Ultra Studios. It's a pop-up. It's only going to be here for about a month. So I think May 7th, they said is like the last day for it. But
oh, nice.
Essentially, it's like a content creation studio. So they had photography setups and stuff in there, green screen. Even had like desk setups if you want to, let's say anything from like a laptop or computer or something like that. So maybe I'll record a pod from there one day. You do have to rent it out. I think their opening hours are outside of when we record. So they said if you want to do something outside of those hours, just hit them up. So I'll probably try to reserve it for like a Sunday at 11 so I can be in there and I'll try to record from there. I'll have to bring my laptop or something, but yeah, I'll definitely try to record from there. But it was a dope event though, because it's like an in-person space, but it's like outside of the content creation studio, they have retro gaming set up. So I went over there, they had a lot of Nintendo 64s, PlayStation 2, GameCube, and then some other retro gaming. But yeah, it was super cool. So nice. And they want to consider it like a third space if you guys are familiar with that. So like a community sort of space where you can kind of just go hang out. Instead of like just go to work, come home, you have like a third place that you can chill at. So they said they wanted to be kind of like that, where people can just chill out and do their content creation or just meet other blerdy people in the area. So yeah, I'll probably frequent there. It's a little bit further from my house, so it's like 35 minutes from home. So it's not an easy drive for me, especially because I got it on the highway. But yeah, as I have time, I'll probably be in there a little bit more. And then if I have anything that I'm shooting or filming content for, like any of the cosplay collabs, I'll probably try. I'll definitely go and do it there, because then like they have all the lighting setups and stuff like that. So shout out to Plus Ultra, they're doing big things. And the Villains Ball is coming up
big
too.
moves.
So
are you going to
maybe
the
I'll try to. Oh, for sure. Yeah, I already got my ticket and everything. My fit is on the way. So yeah, I think actually, yeah, I should do, because the Villains Ball is before it closes. So maybe I'll do a cosplay photo shoot at Plus Ultra Studios in my Villain Ball fit.
You should.
I think I should do that. Yeah.
You know,
You should do that.
you know what's funny? Like in New York, 35 minutes is like
I was
a
about to say
very
that's like
short ride
it is.
anywhere, driving, walking. But like since moving to Florida, 35 minutes driving, you can get very far. It's like that's a far drive when you're like living outside of New York City, I feel like. But yeah, I feel you, James.
Yeah.
James,
Well, mainly because I'm lazy. I don't be feel like going nowhere.
James, does your car
You can get really far in 35 minutes.
Does your car drive itself, or do you not have that one?
Yeah, it does.
Oh my God, it does. Have you used that feature before?
I use it from time to time. I don't trust it that much.
I wouldn't trust it either.
Like I was using it and it almost ran me off the road. If I wasn't paying attention, I for sure would have been ran off the road. Because like once the lines disappeared, the car kind of like doesn't really know what to do. So it just kept going straight, and then
it's like an assist. It's not a full automatic drive, right? That you have?
Yeah, well, no, it's fully self-driving. You do have to keep your hands on the steering wheel though. So I can't just like take my seatbelt off and get in the back seat or nothing like that. But yeah, it does make sure you have your hands on the steering wheel.
Wait, if you
have
to keep your hands on the steering wheel, what is the point of it driving for you? I'm confused.
Oh, you'll have to like loosely have your hands on his. So like it'll be the little bit of feedback that you have from having your hands on the steering wheel. So it'll say like apply light pressure to the steering wheel. So like as long as you have like your hands at the bottom or something, and it can feel that your hands are actually there, then it'll keep on going. But if you like completely take your hands off, like it realizes, all right, this guy's not touching the steering wheel, and then it'll start beeping and stuff like that, and then it'll turn it off, and it'll start braking and then turn it off.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't trust it with my life like that. So
no,
I mean, I do use it.
I wouldn't.
If I'm like changing a song or something, I'll click it on real quick and scroll, find the song I want to change to.
Yeah.
When I went to Arizona, my brother rented a car. I forget what car it was, but I drove it back from the Grand Canyon and I tested out the auto drive, and it was more like an assist. But if you kind of let go, it did the shit for you. But like you had to keep your hands on it, and sometimes it would veer a little bit too close to the lane, but it did the freaking job like really, really close. So,
yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised if all cars are going to be self-driving in the next 25 years.
In some states, they have this company called Waymo. It's like Uber, but all their cars are self-driving. And the podcast that I listened to, one of the hosts, she was talking about how she got in one for the first time. But it's like, so you get in, there's no driver, no one sits in the driver's seat. You like, yeah, and then like you unlock it with your phone, and then it just starts driving you where you're going. But like you don't have to have your hands on the steering wheel or anything. Like no one's in the driver's seat, which is I would never do that. It's crazy. Like only if I was going 2 blocks down the road would I ever do that. That's
I don't trust it that much.
Yeah,
I mean, I have used it in a sense of like, how good is this thing? But I definitely have my hands on the steering wheel and my feet ready to brake or accelerate as I needed to. But yeah, like it'll stop and go for you if you like come to a stoplight, it'll stop and then it'll go when the light turns green. But I mean, yeah, I'm still prefer driving myself. So
I 100% prefer that. I do not trust robots to keep me alive on the roads. I'm good. But But that's cool. I was gonna say 35 minutes is light. The whole point of me asking that was I was gonna say 35 minutes is light when you don't have to drive the car yourself, but you kind of do. So never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I'll check out the studios a little bit. If I have some stuff that I need like content creation shooting for, or maybe if I just want to chill, like if I know people are going to be there, then I'll pull up. But if like I pull up and it's just me there, and I'm like, oh dang, I just drove 35 minutes. I'm the only person in here, playing GoldenEye on a Nintendo 60. I mean, Nintendo 64. So, but yeah, I'll definitely try to record a podcast from there one of these days. So,
speaking of
probably in the next
tickets,
couple weeks.
You bought your Villains Ball ticket. Did you buy your Blerdcon ticket yet?
Oh, I forgot. Those don't usually sell out though. So
okay, but can you buy it though?
Yeah.
Don't make the assumption. This might be yeah, I got mine a while ago. I told you. Me and Spidey got ours. A while ago.
You guys should come to DC the weekend of the Villains Ball, even if you don't go to the Villains Ball.
Okay.
Spidey and I have been conspiring to convince you to come. So
to come to the Villains Ball or to go to DC?
DC.
Oh, I'll go to DC that weekend.
Oh,
but but like, I'll text her and tell her.
But like, and then you go to Plus Ultra Studios.
Yeah. Oh, true. I'll go to DC. DC is like that's an easy commute.
Of the weekend?
It's May 4th weekend.
Oh, that's around the corner. It's like in 3 weeks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Really, you should just go to the Villains Ball.
No, the tickets, I know. I'm really trying to save money this year and trying to watch what I spend my money on. I would love to go to the Villains Ball, but it's like a little out of my budget for right now for an event. When I'm really trying to break down my budget because I have like so much stuff that's like coming up sandwiched in between there. I'm just like,
all your travels.
A little bit of money. No, not all my travel. It's just all like the little things to do. Yeah, maybe. Let's see. But I'll definitely go to DC that weekend. Let me text Fiverr right now.
Nice.
You guys have been conspiring.
You should pull up too, Jaja. Come to the Villains Ball.
Yeah, I got it marked on my calendar. I'm gonna see if I can make it.
Oh, nice. Okay, we're back in action. And then we can all just record from
yes. Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Hold on, sorry. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, but I'll buy my ticket.
Okay. Yes, buy your ticket.
Wait, Josh, do you guys get like VIP or anything?
No, I got regular. Because I don't even VIP. There was nothing really in VIP that stood out. Oh, first of all, they never emailed me back, so I have a bone to pick with you, Villains Ball. I mean, not Villains Ball, sorry. You guys are great. Blerdcon. Blerdcon, sorry.
I'll apply too.
Jaja, you should come to Blerdcon. If you had to pick a time to come down to DC, well, it's in Virginia, but if you have to pick a time,
is that what we're talking about?
No,
that's two separate things.
Blerdcon is in July. July, yeah. So there's more time.
Okay, all right, we have to mark that too.
Jaja, you're so far away. I was about to say just drive on down, Jaja, but you're
July what?
July
12th through 14th.
Cool. Got it.
Like full weekend badge, $80.
Yeah,
it's not bad.
Full weekend badge, $80. It's a good price.
$83 after the fees. They don't even tax you with the fees. Nice. Oh, I have a random nerdy thing. I bought tickets for SmackDown. It's coming to DC in August.
Nice.
Me and my boy Elio was going. Elliot, he was on the pod talking about fighting games at one time. But him and I are going to SmackDown. It's like August, Friday night SmackDown. But yeah, the fees. Oh my goodness, Ticketmaster. Somebody needs to do something about that.
Yeah.
Talking, I forgot to mention off my list of nerdy things, talking about fighting games and all that. I went to a spot this week called Arcade Monsters.
Nice.
And I've been meaning to go to it for a while. But basically, you pay a cover charge, like $25. You get in there. All the arcades are free. All of them are unlocked, free play. They got a foosball and air hockey, all different stuff set up in the middle, and just like rows of machines. Everything, any machine you think of, they probably have it there. They had the 4-player Halo with the assault rifles. Everybody shooting. They had, of course, Time Crisis, which I jumped on within the first 5 minutes of being there. And they even had Initial D, like racing. I was on that for a minute and got to like the 5th or 6th stage, and I didn't have the Japanese card that you save your game file to, so I'm gonna have to start over on that and get one of those cards. And then they had you go in the back and they had all the like more Japanese games that are fully Japanese, the dancing machine, DDR. I played some of that. You got the drum machine, you got some DJ turntable scratching ones. They had this mech game all the way in the corner in the back. I don't know why this game is all the way in the corner. It's my favorite arcade. You sit in the chair, you strap yourself to a seatbelt. They got one on the left. The left joystick just goes forward and back, and it has like a couple buttons on it. The right one is more like an airplane cockpit joystick, and then they got two pedals, and then there's a screen on the right of you. So like we first start the game, it's like, all right, let's test out this joystick, let's test out this joystick, and it just teaches you all the buttons. And you have to kind of figure out what's going on because everything's in Japanese. And sometimes it wants you to hit the screen to the right of you to continue. And if you didn't realize that, you're gonna be stuck and not know how to play this machine. So I saw people get stuck on the machine and like give up because they didn't know how to get to where they need to go. But anyway, you do a little tutorial. They throw you in a mission. You fight like 4 mechs and then a boss, and then that's the end of the game. But like the whole time you're like going around, like the whole chair is moving, and you're like shooting fast paced. Like it's like some Dragon Ball Z style mech fighting. It's crazy. So I need to get some footage of me playing this machine and put it up. What other machines they had? Oh, and then the row of fighting, the fighting games that they had like the console versions of the most updated fighting games, like Street Fighter 6. They had the new Guilty Gear that just dropped, the newest Tekken, like Street Fighter 4. They had every Dragon Ball Z Fighters. They had everything.
Nice.
Mad different fighting games. And of course your usual House of the Deads, cool. Walking Dead. So yeah. Next time y'all come through, we should check out that spot.
Okay.
Had some drinks. I had a One Punch Man shot.
We have to.
Yeah, they had a few drinks there.
We have to plan our group cosplay. We have so many months until the next MegaCon, so we should not put this off to the last minute like we did. Last year, this past year, and then it didn't happen. Yes.
We got to do
We have to.
We got to do something with a 3-team.
Yeah.
Oh, we could go as the Naruto squad. I don't know who I would be, Naruto or Sasuke. James, which one would you be if we were to do that?
Hey, flip a coin.
You Sasuke, cool Naruto?
I'll be Itachi.
Oh, Itachi.
I'll be Kakashi. I'll be anybody.
We gotta do so. If you're gonna be Kakashi, then what was his 3-man squad that he had when he was younger? Oh, yeah, I'll be Uchiha.
Yeah.
When they were younger, it was Uchiha, Katashi, and who's the girl in the squad?
Oh, are you talking about Sakura? Wait, who are you talking about?
We're talking about
right? And Kakashi's group. I forget.
Yeah,
Kakashi, Obito. I forgot who that third was.
Kakashi. Okay.
They had a girl in their squad. I just forget her name.
We'll figure this out.
Yeah, we'll do it off my.
We'll figure it out. I didn't even go through my nerdy things yet, guys. We got so distracted. Okay, let's see. Let's see. I've been doing my pod homework. I have been. So, some of it. So sorry, I didn't get to X-Men. I had a busy week. I had to work yesterday. So, my Saturday was shot. But I watched Iwaju, all of it. Done. Finished. Yes. I actually watched it all this morning.
Nice.
It was very easy to watch. Because like there's only 6 episodes and the episodes are like 25 minutes. So it was very easy to just knock it all out. It was very good. I enjoyed it. So thank you, James.
Happy to hear.
Yeah, it was very good. Yeah, had a good plot. Yeah, it was great. It was a great watch. And then what else did I do? I watched 1 episode of A Sign of Affection. I realized what my issue is with that show. It's not really the anime. It's not really, because remember last week I was saying that I didn't like the animation. It's not really the animation. It's how they draw their lips. It really threw me off, and it's creeping me out a little bit. I think that is what my problem is. So, but I've decided to push past that. I watched the first episode. It's good. So I'll watch the rest of it, but I don't like the way their lips are drawn. It's weird. Do you know what I'm talking about, James?
No, I gotta look now. I do not remember. Okay, I see what you mean. Okay.
Yeah.
It does look different.
Yeah, it's a little weird. I don't like it. especially in certain scenes. It's just okay. Anyway, so I watched that. What else have I done? I think that's it. And I played a little bit. I played a little bit of Final Fantasy. I've been so slow. I'm so close to the end, and now I'm just like I was playing
Turn it into me.
consistently. I've been playing, but I'm way farther than you, James. I've earned a little bit of burnout that I'm feeling from Final Fantasy because I've
Oh
put
gosh.
so much time into it. I'm at 80 hours in the game. So I've sunk definitely a lot of time into it. A lot of the burnout has to do with me trying to complete every single side quest and side mission and side thing. Like the burnout is definitely from that, just because there's so much side stuff to do. It's crazy. So, and I thought that like I played through the last region and I thought that I had done everything, but then like right before you go into like the last couple chapters, they're like, oh, new side quests available in all the old regions that you were in. And I was just like, oh, and I was like,
now you got to spin the block.
Yeah, I know. So I tried to do that, but I was like, no, this is too much. I'm just gonna finish the game. So that's where I'm at right now. But I'm trying to recover from all the burnout that I already feel from all the stuff from all the time I put into the game. But I'm gonna finish it hopefully this week. I'm very close to the end.
Gotcha.
Um,
I'll
and
be right there with you.
Sure. With the way you're going, James, I don't know. It's gonna take you 3 months to be done with this game.
Oh man.
We'll see though. We'll see. All you need to do is just lock in for a couple of hours one day and you'll be hooked in it, I think.
Once I'm hooked, I'm in there.
Yeah, for sure. And then I think that was all of my nerdy things for this week. I've been reading a lot, so that's a nerdy thing.
Same here.
I'm really into this fantasy series that I'm reading, so that's been taking up a lot of my time. Where I should be like watching stuff when I'm at home, I'm reading at home. So that's where a lot of my time has been going. But that's all.
Nerdy nonetheless.
Yeah, it is a nerdy thing still. Everyone should read, guys. Don't make fun of people that read for fun. That's my side. That's a sidebar.
Or
People
the
used to do that when I
librarians
was a
that are
kid.
encouraging you to read.
Yeah. People used to make fun of me for reading for fun when I was a kid. I'm like, you just sound dumb making fun of me for reading. That's weird. Anyway,
they had no AR points. Their class didn't get pizza parties.
Also, so after work on Friday, one of my coworkers, she brought me with her to this company called Valeza. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's like an anime streetwear company. They had like a pop-up physical location and they were having like a blowout sale that started last Tuesday and ends on Monday. So like all of their anime t-shirts and stuff were like on sale for like $15. So like we went there after work just randomly to see what they had left. They didn't have a lot of stuff left. I was very sad. I was like, we should have went earlier in the week. But I got 2 t-shirts. One of them, I got this Gato t-shirt that I'm wearing.
Nice. JJK.
Yeah. Love Gato and Gojo. They're my 2 favorite characters. I don't really care about, well, let me not say I don't care about anybody else, but I like them more than the main characters. Like, I like Gojo more than I like Yuji, or interested more in Gojo than Yuji at this point in time right now. But anyway, so, and then I got a Gojo shirt, but like, that was like the only stuff they had left. Like, I was trying to find like stuff for Spivey, but like, there was only like 2 shirts left in a size large, and like everything else was like 3X and like smalls and everything. So I'm like, ugh, I definitely should have came earlier in the week. And I also saw this Gojo hoodie that was really cool, but it was only in like a 2X. And I was trying to find a way to make it work. I was like, oh, I could wear this as a hoodie dress, but it was way too big. It was too big even for that. So I didn't buy it. So, but yeah, shout out to them. They have an online store as well, but their physical location is closing. So it was just a cool thing to pop by and see what they still had. And that was it. That was all of my nerdy things for the week. I want to hear about your thoughts on Invincible, Jaja. Maybe we should save it for
thoughts on Invincible.
Mm-hmm.
You want to do it right now?
Yeah, let's do it right now. Let's hear it.
It was an amazing season. It hit the nail on the head, and it was just as good. I don't want to say it's better than the first season because I don't really remember. It's not fresh in my mind, but I was very pleased with the whole season as a whole. I think I know there's a lot of, you're right, there's a lot of like storylines in there that are like incomplete, but in terms of like the arc that they were trying to show, what I took from it was like him like turning into his dad. You know what I mean? So he's at like a turning point right now. So I think it was a good season overall, but it sucks that it came out in 4 episode halves and you didn't get to see it in one shot. Maybe because I liked it a lot.
For me, it was like, what's the villain's name that was throwing him through all the multiverses at the end? I forgot his name.
Oh man, it's at the tip of my tongue.
I forget.
It's like
Anyway.
a name. It's like the first and the last name. I think it begins with an A. Armin, Osmond, something, whatever. Ash, whatever.
Good attempt.
The guy with the portals.
Yeah, for me it was kind of weird because like we saw him once in the first episode of in the first half of the season, and then like he came back at the end, and like then that was it. I mean, it was a cool the season finale was good, but I was just like, I forgot about this guy until he just like came back at the last episode and then was around and then died.
Yeah, maybe
yeah.
In watching them all in one, I didn't forget about him. He was very.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, you definitely went through a different experience watching it all at once than us who watched it week to week and then waited 2 months and then week to week again, for sure. But it was good. So I'm looking forward to season 3, and I really hope they do not do this in season 3. Just put the whole season out, please. Don't. But yeah, I mean, it's a good show though. It's a good show. Do you have any other thoughts?
I'm so mad at you for not watching X-Men 97.
Oh, I mean, you guys can talk.
TV.
You guys can talk about it if you want to.
Super hot, the hottest thing in the streets right now in nerd culture right now. Well, in terms of Marvel,
I know.
Like,
I just didn't have time.
It is the best thing since I don't even know. Like in terms of their just shows, it poops on the live action shows. Like it's crazy. Like it's. At least this episode like threw me for a spin because I was not expecting this deep. Like American cartoons are getting better. Like Invincible, X-Men 97, like that's just facts.
Ooh, yeah.
I'll watch it. I will make that my podcast homework this week, guys. I will watch a good recap video of the original show, and then I will finally start watching this season.
Like it's one of those episodes where I'm there like just staring at the credits like, did I really just watch what I think I watched?
It's okay. It's funny because I haven't seen anything about it online. Maybe it's because I've been actively rejecting spoilers.
Has to be.
Okay.
Has to. And there's even like this doesn't spoil anything really, but like I feel like there's a lot of people theorizing, and I agree with theory that there's a way they can connect it to like the whole Marvel universe and Deadpool and X and Wolverine. Like it's funny that it's lining up right when the movie's coming out, the X-Men series, and those are both like old Fox stuff, you know what I mean, that they're trying to cross over. So if I don't know, Marvel might have something up their sleeve. You know, they're dropping new trailers and news left and right now, so they're trying to pick up steam.
All right. I mean, I'll watch it. I'll watch it because I've heard nothing but good things about it. So let me catch up so that we can just talk about it week to week. So give me till next week, guys. That will be good.
We're holding you to it.
Yes, hold me to it. Podcast homework for Shannon. Okay. Sorry, I should have went right into this when we were talking about Final Fantasy, but we have a little bit of Final Fantasy news about part 3 of the series. They are hoping to release by 2027, which sounds so far away, but it's only 3 years, which is standard. And I know it just sounds so far, like 2027 sounds so far away, but it's only 3 years away. That's the standard amount of time to develop a video game, a good one, at least. Actually, some would say it might take longer than that. So 3 years is probably.
I don't think this was the right time to give a date.
I know. 'Cause right when people are still like in the heat of playing it and like they're like, oh, I can't wait for part 3. I can't wait for part 3. I would have definitely waited a few more months to say when they were expecting part 3 to be done. Like when the hype dies down.
All the time, you know, so.
But they've already, so the story's already written, they said, and they're looking to start doing the voice recording soon. So, at least they're in progress with it. But yeah, it's 3 years just feels long. Unlike Kingdom Hearts, which this past week marks 2 years since they showed the trailer and announced that it was in development, and we've heard nothing about it since. So
nothing at all.
Are we playing the same game that we played waiting for Kingdom Hearts 3? This is ridiculous, Square Enix. What's happening? I don't understand. I don't understand.
Yeah, it would make sense for them to follow up all this Final Fantasy stuff with some Kingdom Hearts.
I'm not convinced this is a real game that's coming out.
That's what this is basically speculating that, like, maybe we'll get some Kingdom Hearts news right now, right after the Final Fantasy hype blows over. Maybe they'll pivot because they usually come out at back to back or whatever.
But to go 2 years without any kind of production update, like, I don't understand. Like, and I feel like this is like an isolated Kingdom Hearts thing, because I feel like this doesn't happen with any other game except Kingdom Hearts.
Metroid Prime, they announced Metroid Prime 4 7 years ago, and they don't even have a screenshot of the game. So that one, they're going through it much worse than Kingdom Hearts fans.
Ugh.
Didn't the last Kingdom Hearts take like 10 years or so?
Yes.
So
yes. And it took 5. So they, yep. It took 10 years. I think it took longer than that, actually. I think it was 12 altogether. But they can't do the same thing. Like, what? Like, I don't understand. Are you guys short staff over there? I'll come work for you guys. Like, what is it that you need? I would love to work at Square Enix.
Shannon played Game Builder Garage. Her resume is immaculate.
Yes. I don't have to be a programmer, like Jordan said when he was here. Hire me, Square Enix. I have a job already that I like. Squeeze me in there part-time. I don't know.
Let's look at their job openings.
Give me some remote work.
I feel like, maybe because maybe Disney got them tied up.
I don't think that's it. I just think that it very well could be. Who knows? Where's Square Enix based? I know they have an office in London.
It's like Los Angeles.
I would love to live in London.
El Segundo, California. That's where these job openings are.
I don't want to live in California. You're going to replay Kingdom Hearts?
I want to replay the last one or the one before that.
They have an office in Los Angeles. They have an office in London. They have an office in Paris and Hamburg, which is in Germany, and they have one in Tokyo. Interesting. Ooh, producer.
Shannon, shoot your shot.
I can produce. Get me in here. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why these games are taking too long, because they don't have producers. That's fine though.
Listen, I'm still waiting for the remake of Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic. So we all waiting for stuff.
It's fine as long as they give me Final Fantasy in a timely manner. I'll wait 3 years for the game. It's cool. I'll find other games to play in that time. But don't be. I don't. At this point, Kingdom Hearts is like. Whatever. The third game was just all right. So I don't even have high hopes for Kingdom Hearts 4. So whatever. Whatever, guys. Whatever. I sound like how I sounded when I was waiting for 3 to come out. But I'm going to shut up.
It's a story that needs to be told. So they need to come out with something.
Is it a story that needs to be told?
A wonderful story, yes.
Okay.
Very complicated, complex story that spans over like 25 games.
I don't know. To me, the story...
On all different platforms.
Guys, to me, the story seemed like it was pretty over at the end of the third game. So I don't really know. I don't even know really what we're doing here at this point in time. Like, now he's woken up in some alternate universe. Is this heaven? Where is he? I don't understand.
Hyper realistic too at that.
Yeah. But I'm just gonna. Maybe they're trying to figure out what the story is. Maybe that's what's taking so long.
Possibly.
But Disney has given you some things to look forward to in the meantime, because at Disney CinemaCon 2024, they announced and revealed plenty of things.
They did, but kind of sucks that we can't see any of the footage that the people at CinemaCon saw. So
the headlines are enough for me.
I know, but I would have liked to see. So at CinemaCon, they played the first 9 minutes of Deadpool. I want to see the first 9 minutes of Deadpool. I didn't know I had to be at CinemaCon. Do I need to go to CinemaCon next year? Probably.
Yes.
Where was this? Was it in LA? Probably.
They had Eric Voss described some of the scenes that they showed. It was they didn't show anything crazy. It was they showed they expanded scenes that we saw in like the commercials. Like when Wade comes home for his birthday.
Yeah.
They said he works like a normal job. He's like not being a superhero, he's having a midlife crisis, and they're throwing his birthday party for him, and something happens. I forget. But then they had a joke about Deadpool and Wolverine telling everyone to like silence their phones. They had
Mhm.
like a little bit where Wolverine pretty much curses out the whole crowd, and Deadpool makes it an explicit comment after Wolverine curses out the crowd. I don't know if I want to say it on the pod, but he pretty much alluded to the fact that he made him stimulated, and but I don't want to say it the way he said it. It's kind of wild. But yeah, so he was, and then they made a joke about uh cocaine on there, and he was like, "Oh, this is the only thing Feige said we can't do on we can't go like this."
Yeah.
So there's stuff like that.
Okay, that's fine, I guess. We also saw they also saw footage from Captain America Brave New World. So people got to see that. I'm actually excited for this to come out. I feel like this movie will be good. Hopefully. And maybe we'll start to see Marvel like back on track in the right direction. But who knows? I think like the regular on the ground stuff, not like all the multiverse stuff, is more enjoyable at this point in time in Marvel that we're at right now. So we'll see. Also from Disney, we got Inside Out 2 footage. We got we got Mufasa footage, which I forgot that this movie was coming out.
Super hyped for that.
I don't know if I'm super hyped for this because I don't know. I wasn't the biggest fan of
action?
I wasn't a big fan of the live action Lion King movie. So
if
I don't
it's
know
live action, then I'm not hyped for it.
Yeah, it's like the same as the Lion King movie that we got. Like
oh yeah, I'm not hyped for it at all. Nope. I need a trailer. Nope.
The trailer's gonna be the same. It's gonna be CGI realistic
but
looking animals.
Maybe they learned something. Maybe they're gonna put some emotion in the lion's faces or something. Like it could be good. Remember, I came on here and the guy like,
yeah,
it could be good. You can make it look good. But we skipped not skip, but Planet of the Apes. They showed Planet of the Apes. I was super hyped for Planet of the Apes.
They did. I was just trying to go through all the Disney stuff first, and I was gonna circle back.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I'm excited for Planet of the Apes also, even though I didn't see like the last 2 movies. It's fine.
They're always like entertaining. I don't know why. They're like mad interesting.
The first movie actually doesn't sit well with me because I don't know. I just feel bad the way that they treated Caesar and made him turn evil. After that, I was like, I don't want to watch these movies. It didn't sit well with me.
I can see that.
Yeah. But I am excited. I'm gonna eventually watch the other movies so that I can watch this new one. Maybe. We also got Moana 2 footage. Moana 2 is coming out in November. Interestingly enough, they also I am. But they also delayed the live action Moana because they're working on a live action one, which I don't understand why you're working on a live action Moana when you also have like part 2 of the animated movie coming out. It just seems like there's too much happening right now. Like why are we doing this? But whatever.
They're milking that IP.
They are. I'm like, we definitely don't need this. And enough time hasn't even passed between like
I was about to say, like, she's like pretty new, right?
She is pretty new, and they're making a second one. So like, why are we also doing a live action one? It seems like a humongous waste of money. But whatever. It was delayed, so maybe it'll be delayed indefinitely.
The kids needs a Disney princess to go see in the movie theater, so got to put one of them out there. At this point, it's just roulette. Spin the wheel. We should.
I'd rather take the animated one. Also, there's a new Alien movie coming out. Not too interested in that, but I'm sure people are.
It's not my favorite thing on the list.
No, is that it?
Yep, pretty much.
Oh, it's like a short. I feel like that's
and then
a short program.
There was a trailer for Young Women in the Sea. I don't know really what that is. Something about an Olympic swimmer.
Yes.
That is defying all the odds. So yeah, if you're into Olympic swimming,
yeah,
check that out.
I'm sure some people are. A trailer that wasn't at CinemaCon but came out this past week, the Joker trailer. Joker Folie à Deux Part 2, which is what that means. Did you guys watch the trailer?
Yeah, watched it.
What
Would
do
you
you
believe
think?
me if I didn't
You
watch
didn't
the
watch it?
trailer, even though I sent it to you guys?
Okay, pause. Go watch it. It's like 2 minutes.
um, I think I've seen.
You've seen enough.
We can.
That's what's hilarious. Thank you, Jaja, for that. That was very funny. So does that mean that
So
you didn't
yeah,
like it?
sorry guys. I had to stop and watch it real quick, and I'm actually glad that I watched it so that I can actually participate in this conversation right now and tell you that I'm not excited for this movie at all.
Why? It looks interesting.
It looks better than I thought it was gonna be. I give it
Yeah.
that.
The
So
cinematography looks primo, especially the
mhm.
last scene where she drew the lipstick on the glass and then he like smiled. That was good. That was good.
That was dope.
That was good. I don't know.
So
I'm gonna give it a chance before I
what
make
about you, James?
Yeah, but definitely watch it.
Are we
I
hyped
don't know
for
how I feel
this?
about it being a musical, but I mean, I'm interested in it.
But
I
really,
wouldn't say hype.
how much of a musical is it? Like, I wonder really how much musical scenes we're gonna get.
Yeah, it
I don't
just
know.
seemed like there was like songs playing, and then
Yeah.
someone happened to be singing versus like we're doing something. Stop. Let's do a dance break.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like that type of musical that James just described that I was thinking it was gonna be. It seems like they might like incorporate like performances in the movie. Like it looks like they're gonna
Yeah.
perform at certain parts and stuff. So, I mean, I'm probably gonna watch it. It's definitely on my list of stuff to watch. So we'll see.
I need to rewatch. Well, this comes out in October 4th. So there's gonna be a lot of Joker Harley Quinn Halloween costumes this year, this Halloween, for sure.
For sure.
Like that version of them. I have to rewatch the first Joker before that. I've only seen the first Joker one time in the movie theater. And I was like, that's as many times as I need to see this. Just because it was a very disturbing movie at some points. So I have to watch it again.
And it looks like we're getting the Batman too in it.
Yeah.
They showed the Batman
I'm looking
in the
forward to it.
trailer. So
I am looking for which Batman is this? Is it a
I don't
different
know.
Batman?
It was just up. They showed Batman was in a frame. You can see him walking.
I'm sure it's a
So
different universe Batman, not Robert Pattinson Batman.
probably. I wouldn't be surprised. It's just a
Yeah.
whole brand new Batman.
Yeah. I'm tired of these different
That's
variants
on
of
brand.
different yes, it is. I'm looking forward to it. I'm not gonna pass judgment until I actually see the movie. So we'll see. All right. Let's go to my favorite part of the podcast, the live action reboot corner. Which I'm kidding, it's not my favorite part. It's my least favorite part. Scary movie. Oh wait, did we skip something? We did. Let's go back. Sorry guys. Let's rewind to the show that Kendrick Lamar is working on with the South Park creators. A comedy, which when I heard this, and if this is coming to Paramount, when I heard this, I was like, oh, that's interesting. I don't picture Kendrick Lamar as a funny person. I don't know. Am I the only one that feels that way?
Yeah, neither do I. I don't know much about his comedy chops, but
Because like
maybe he got him.
I feel like he's kind of a private I feel like we don't know much about his life in general aside from his music, but he just doesn't strike me as someone that's funny. So I'm very interested to see what this show is going to be.
Yeah, and I think it's gonna be a movie. It's a comedy that's gonna hit the movie, and that's gonna be a movie.
Oh, is it a movie?
It
Oh,
hits
okay.
Yeah,
theaters July 4th, 2025.
Okay.
an
And
original script, so I don't think it's about Kendrick Lamar per se.
yeah, so they didn't really release any details about the plot or anything like that, which is a little disappointing, but I'll wait for a trailer. This team up is very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I haven't seen any of these type of like I saw this article, but I haven't seen anybody talking about this. And I'm
Yeah.
interested to see people's opinions because to me, this is similar to this show that I meant to watch for this podcast. I was gonna
Oh,
watch
the other
the
show, the
first
Good Time
episode of
show.
Good Times
I forgot
because it
about it.
just dropped. Um, because this is an interesting team up. These are some white guys who are big in the industry teaming up with some with black people and trying to.
Yeah, but I mean,
I feel like
I feel like this is not the same because we don't really know. We don't know what this movie is about.
To me, if Kendrick Lamar is involved, it's gonna be some black. There has to be some type of like culture in it.
Yeah, but it could be different from what we were presented in Good Times, which is just straight
Oh
non-progressive.
yeah, no, I mean, I expect it to
Yeah.
be different, but I'm
Mhm.
interested to see the type of jokes that the South Park like people make are like similar to Seth MacFarlane's jokes.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be in
Yeah.
the style of South Park, I'm assuming, just like this one was in the stance in the style of Family Guy. So I'm waiting for a trailer just to see what people think because it's like so because I was thinking about my take last week about the whole Good Times thing, right? And
Mhm.
I'm trying to give it the benefit of the doubt, but I see what people are outraged about. It's very ignorant black stuff. But like, should we be mad that it came out? I don't know because there's a lot of stuff. All the TV like plays on stereotypes and stuff like that. And then
Well,
like and in terms of like black culture, like I was looking at the whole Kendrick Lamar. I don't know if you know what's going on with Kendrick Lamar, Drake, and J. Cole. And J. Cole came out with a diss about responding to Kendrick Lamar's diss at him. And then he backtracked like 2 or 3 days later saying I didn't really want to do that. That's not my style. Pieces what he's on, he'll take whatever punches that come with that. And like people were outraged that he like is taking this such a mature stance, trying to like bro, I don't need to beef with you. Even if it's a friendly beef, I guess he didn't want to partake in it for whatever reason. But like people are mad at him for being mature, and then we're mad at when ignorant black stuff comes out. It's like you gotta pick a freaking side. But I know they're like two different situations. They're not that similar, but I'm just like, I don't know. I'm gonna watch the Good Time show and maybe I'll be disgusted with it and be on like just I need to see what the show is on.
I just feel like we need to be more progressive when
I agree.
we're thinking about content like that's centering around Black people. Like I just feel like this type of content that we're getting, we just don't need any more of it. That's all.
I'm not
Um,
mad at that.
yeah, and that's what I really appreciated about watching Iwaju, even though they can't be compared at all because Iwaju is a children's show. But it did show like a very progressive, like technologically advanced uh Africa and specifically Lagos, Nigeria, um where like and that's the kind of stuff that I would like to see more of, and like Black Panther did the same thing. Like, can we think a little bit more creatively and progressively and not like so much of the same
Yeah, like regular
nonsense?
stuff that just happens to have black people in it.
Yeah.
That's all we're asking. Black
Hmm.
people live regular lives too.
But one could argue that people think that this is okay because shows like Power are so popular. Just gonna say that. Walk away. Throw it down.
Yeah, and
Put
I was gonna say
put that out there.
I hope it's in the vein more like the Vince Staples shows. Like I've heard a lot of good things about the Vince Staples show. I
Yeah,
think
I've been
we should
meaning to
watch
watch that.
that and we should come back and talk about that show.
What show? Wait, what show?
'Cause that's more the Vince Staples show. It's on Netflix, I think.
Vince Staples show.
He's like a West Coast rapper
Oh,
that's
okay,
really
okay.
progressive in his thinking. He's very intelligent, and the show is supposed to be like a comedy
Hmm.
that is like he's trying to be a rapper in the show, I think, and he's
I've
just
never even heard
doing
of
his
this.
spin on
Interesting.
it.
Okay.
Exactly. That's the problem.
Did what's his face work on this? Donald Glover is one of his shows.
Donald, I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I don't think so. I
He
gotta
wasn't
check.
directly involved, but Vince Staples said he had reached out to him, just talking
Okay.
about production of TV shows and stuff like that.
When I Googled it, like a whole bunch of Donald Glover stuff also came up. So I thought he had something to do with it. Okay,
I wouldn't be surprised.
cool. But yeah, just more progressive. We don't need any more of this stuff that's out. We don't need to see Black people be drug dealers and gangbangers and all this other stuff anymore.
Yeah, let's see some
I don't want to see
vampires.
it.
Vampires and mages.
Yes, vampires and mages. A coincidence that Blade has been delayed so much. Come on, guys. Yeah. Anyway, now we'll go to live action corner where and reboot corner where we learn that Scary Movie is getting rebooted. I protest this heavily. Heavily protest. Scary Movie's a classic. Don't ruin it. How do you guys feel? Are you guys fans of Scary Movie or the Scary Movie franchise?
I'm
I
not a
never really
fan of it
watched
getting
all of it.
rebooted.
Were you a fan of the original though? Jaja.
Yeah, they're classic movies.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
So why are we doing this?
Do I want
The-
more? No.
No, especially since like what are they and when Scary Movie was out originally, the scary movies that they were making fun of were actual like real scary movies. I feel like anything that they try to make fun of today, I feel like scary movies now aren't really that scary. I feel like they're cheesy. Like it's hard to I don't like scary movies, but I feel like it's hard to come by a movie that's actually really scary and not corny and cheesy and predictable. So I feel like it's just not going to be as successful as it
I
was.
feel like it started off like being a little bit scary. The scary movies, even though they were funny, they had their scary parts, but then they slowly moved towards being too goofy and outlandish. And yeah, I'm not.
I loved all the scary movies. They were funny.
They slowly got worse and worse.
Actually, not all of them. No, I only saw the first
first
three because I
two.
forgot they kept they kept going. I
Yeah.
did not see Scary Movie 5. Scary Movies 1 through 3 were great.
I'm not mad at that.
Yeah. Wait, James, I'm sorry. Did you say you were a fan of Scary Movie or no?
No, I said I hadn't seen them all. So I seen 1 and 2, but
You
after
never saw the
that,
third one?
yeah.
Oh, okay. And then like people tried to do like other movies that like copied the format of Scary Movie and it just didn't work out the same way. I just don't think that this movie needs to be rebooted.
And then if you didn't see the scary movies that they're making fun of, or even the movies in general that they're making fun of, because some of them weren't scary movies that they referenced,
Yeah.
You wouldn't get some of the jokes. So
yeah. I just don't think that we need to cross this. Like Hollywood really needs to get a little bit more creative. Like if all the producers and bigwigs in Hollywood, if all they can do is think about rebooting things, then like maybe they shouldn't be working for you because their brains are not working at the capacity that they should be to be working in Hollywood. I don't understand. Also live action, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is getting a live action Last Ronin R-rated movie. That sounds exciting. Maybe. I'll take that and mark it under like curiosity, depending on how it looks when I actually see a trailer for it. But
yes, I've been waiting for a trailer for this one. I can't wait.
Yeah.
Anything with the Turtles, I'm here for.
We'll see. Live action. Oh, I don't know. How do you feel about this? I feel like we could have adapted this into like a nice anime format and made it rated R, and it would have been cool. I don't think it needs to be live action. I think it could have just been animated really well, but whatever. We'll see.
I'm sure. I feel like this story is something more serious. So you guys remember that live action Ninja Turtles where they're like looked kind of goofy?
Yes.
From like the 90s.
Yes.
Like if it was something more goofy, I think a live action with like those sort of suits. Because even at MegaCon, we saw the guys in the Ninja Turtle type suits. If it's something like that's like chill and goofy, then like I think live action works for Ninja Turtles. But if it's supposed to be serious and I'm looking at what's supposed to be a live action turtle, I'm like, all right, I don't know if this is this is throwing me off. It might throw me off. So.
Yeah. Now that you say that, I did think that they could have picked the right animation style and it would have just come across better. But live action might be a little like I don't know why everyone is so hellbent on turning things into live action. It's not the way to go for everything, guys. It really isn't.
It's cheaper, probably.
I know that's what I was about to say. Are they trying to cut costs? Because it is cheaper, but is it cheaper when your movie ends up tanking because it's so bad and you don't make your money back? I don't know. So whatever.
I'm sure the turtle themselves will probably be all CGI, like the Hulk. So
yeah.
Will it really be truly live action? You should have just animated it in the first place anyways.
Yes, I agree. Yeah, so I mean that's all. I'm not gonna say anything else about it until I get a trailer for this, which I don't know when this is coming out. I don't think it says. But yeah.
I feel like it's gonna be like a very dark, like noir style live action, you know.
It just would have been better though if they animated it. I don't know.
I wait for a trailer.
That's just our answer to everything.
I see a world in this could be good. Like I'm not totally like against this.
I see a world where let me shut up. Okay, you're right. Yes, it might be. It might be. Who knows? Okay. Yeah, and just because we've been like loosely covering this throughout, it's only right to just briefly give an update on Jonathan Major's stuff. So he was sentenced to a year of counseling in his domestic assault case, and he has avoided jail time. So he's not going to jail. But this is probably still gonna have heavy impacts on his future acting career. So, I guess I mean, I wouldn't call it
finally come to a close.
Yeah, it's finally come to a close for sure.
So unfortunately, he had to lose all his stuff over this because I really don't think he was that much in the wrong from what we know. But that's whatever.
Yeah. But yeah, so maybe I mean I suggest he just he'll probably lay low for like a while and then
he's chilling. He got Megan good. He's good. He's chilling right now.
I'm still not convinced that relationship is real, but whatever. It just was so random out of nowhere. I feel like they just I don't know, it could be real, but I just feel like it just came out of nowhere like so quickly after.
I'll DM Megan good and get to the bottom of this.
Yeah. Let us know, James. Let us know how that goes. Yeah. Anything else for this week, guys, before we wrap up? What's everyone's podcast?
Oh, yeah. There's a Transformers G.I. Joe crossover movie officially happening now.
Oh. Interesting.
So, wait, did you guys ever see the last Transformers?
No.
Gotcha. So that was kind of like at the end is like there was like a G.I. Joe cameo. So that's the part like I was telling you guys, I didn't want to spoil it, but yeah, that was like the big reveal at the end there. But yeah, it looks like they're officially going to do a crossover movie.
I only saw the first 2 Transformer movies. I didn't see any Transformer movie after that. So if they're good,
yeah,
maybe I'll sit down and watch them.
I wanted to see the ones with the beasts. So
yeah,
once they showed the beasts, I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch this.
Yeah, I did not see that. But maybe I'll put time. Maybe I'll make time to watch them if they're worth watching. But that's cool though. Do we know when that's happening? Any window of release, or it was just announced? So we don't know.
Yeah, it was just announced at CinemaCon.
Oh, there were a lot of things announced at CinemaCon that we just didn't talk about just now. That's fine. All right. Well, what's everyone's podcast homework for next week? Let's hear
Final
you say
Fantasy.
Yes. A lot of Final Fantasy. James, I expect you to be on like chapter 7 when I see you again.
I don't know about that one.
At least chapter 5. Maybe 6.
I'll put some time in.
Thank you.
Just call out from work one day and just, knock it out. You're good.
Yeah, James, you're never at work anyway. You're never at work anyway. What's
that's why I can't play Final Fantasy. I'll be at work.
Okay. I saw you skating the other day, James. I'm like, this is work hours. What's going on here?
That's just part of my workout.
Oh.
Right, and he gonna have to take off work to play for the opposition.
Oh man, that's
crazy.
Jaja, what is your podcast homework?
I'm watch Freeman.
Yes.
Nice.
I'm gonna finish that. We gotta talk about it. I know y'all dying to get your takes off, and I'm
foaming at the mouth.
Yep.
I'm gonna get that done.
Okay, my podcast homework is to watch X-Men 97
for sure.
And finish Sign of Affection.
There'll be a third episode of Windbreakers out.
Oh yeah, so X-Men 97. How long are the episodes? Are they an hour long or are they 30 minutes?
What?
Like
which
25.
One?
X-Men.
No, normal half hour.
Oh, okay. That's not bad. Okay. Yeah. All right. So yeah, I'll watch X-Men 97. I'll finish Sign of Affection, and I will watch Windbreakers. By that time, it'll be 3 episodes. So I'll have those 3 episodes caught up. All right.
Nice.
Cool. All right, guys. Well, as always, thanks for joining us for another week. You can like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram at Blerdsnerds, subscribe to our TikTok, Blerdsnerds_pod while you can. If you are a creator of color in the nerd space, and you want to come on the show to talk about your work, please email us, blerdsnerds@gmail.com. Subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can see all of our visuals that we always forget to tell you to look at on YouTube. And rate, review, and subscribe to us on your podcast listening app of choice. As always, I'm Shannon.
James.
I'm Jaja.
Thanks for listening, guys. Bye.
Peace.